Howdy all, lovely to see you all again. We're going to be looking at 17 by Wing today, a very special request from Matt Kenny from Michigan. Let's take a look. Before we get too excited, we've just got to get in tune. We want to be in E flat tuning, which is E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I want to start from 12 of the 3rd string and do 3 harmonics there. Then 2 on 7th fret. And then the last harmonic is on 5 of the 3rd string, and then you can give it a little bit of whammy. Once again, not cool enough, don't have it. So anyway. And then it goes into this part. What I'm doing there at the start of that is sliding into 9 of the 4th string, and then I hit it 2 more times when I get there, and then I go to 11 of the 3rd string, and then go back up to the 9 of the 4th again. And this is sort of going to be a pin note, we're going to keep returning to it. So there's a lot of that note there, so we're going, after we hit the 9 of the 11th fret of the 3rd, I go back to 9 of the 4th string and hit that 4 times. 3 times rather. 1, 2, 3, and then it goes. So we play 12th fret of the 2nd string, then back to 9 of the 4th, and then 11th fret of the 3rd string, and then back to 9 of the 4th again, sort of go. So the whole thing thus far a little bit slower, we'll skip the harmonics. Okay, at the end of that, I do a hammer on from 9 to 11 on the 3rd string. Then it goes. So that part I want to slide into 9 of the 3rd. And then I play 7, and then I do a hammer on from 7 to 9, and then pull off. And then from there, I'm going to slide to 6. So all together. Okay, then it goes. Let's slow that part down. I go from 9 of the 4th string, and then I jump to 6 of the 3rd, and I hit that twice. So it goes. Okay, so we'll put that other little chunk with the slide before it. And at the end here, I'm playing 9 of the 5th string to 7 of the 4th, and then up to 9 again, sort of go. Let's try the whole thing from the top now, a little slower. Hope that makes sense. And then we go into sort of just this, I guess in standard tuning would be in B minor, so a B minor kind of pentatonic idea. Alright, so what I'm doing here, pretty much exactly the same thing twice. I've got a bend on 10 of the 2nd string, and then I play 7 of the 1st, and then I do a pull off from 10 to 7 on the 3rd string, on the 2nd string, so I go, and just do that twice. Hope that makes sense. Okay, at the end of that I'm doing a slight bend on 9 of the 1st string, and then I pull off to 7, so I go. Then I'm going to go to 10 of the 2nd string, and then back down to 7 of the 1st, so I go. So if we do that whole section again a little slower, just this little part. And then I go. So I do sort of 2 slight bends, and then I want to pull off to 7 on the 3rd string, so. Hopefully that makes sense. There's one more little chunk, and then we'll put the whole thing together. I want to slide into 16 of the 4th string with my ring finger. I'm going to do a hammer on from 14 to 16 on the 3rd. Okay, and then I go. So what I've got here is 2 hammer-ons from 14 to 15 on the 2nd string. Okay, after I've done my 2nd hammer on there, I hit that 15th fret with my middle finger twice, and then we finish that chunk on 17. So to go, do that last little bit again a little slower. Sorry. Alright, let's try the whole thing from the start of the section a little slower. Let's have a look at section 2 with all the tapping. I want to work my way in by going 14, 15, 17 on the second, picking the first note and hammering on the rest. Okay, and then I want to tap 19, and then when we pull off that tap, we're just going to roll back 17, 15, 14. So we'll work our way in, and then I do it again from the tap from 19. So it does that twice. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll work our way in and then just do the same group of 4 notes twice. And it goes into this. This bit was a little bit confusing for me when I first did it, but it's 2 very quick taps, and I'm not pulling off the ring to the pointer just yet. So I've got my pointer finger tapping on my right hand tapping 16 of the 3rd string, and my left hand is going 14, 12 on the 3rd string. So what I want to do here is do that 2 quick taps. Notice that I'm only pulling off to the ring finger on those first 2. After I've done that second one, I want to pull off to the pointer. Okay, and then I'll hammer back into 14. Okay, and then we tap one more time, and this one's just going to go 16, 14, 12. So all together a little slower. Okay, so we've got, and then it goes. Here is 14 as a tap, and then it goes 12, 11 as a pull-off. We do 2 of those, and then I do the same thing on the string above, but I only do 1 of those. So I'm going 14, 12, 11 on the 4th string, but I only do that once. Okay, at the end of that, I do a slide from 12 to 14 back to 12 on the 5th string. Let me do that again a little slower. The 3rd section, I'm going to start with a hammer on from 7 to 9 on the 4th string, and then it goes, so 7 to 9 is a hammer, and then I go to the 3rd string and hit 7, and I want to go back up to 9 at the 4th, and it goes, so that part there is 9, 7 on the 3rd, and also 9, 7 on the 4th, all together. At the end of that, I want to hit 7 of the 2nd and the 3rd string as sort of a mini rocky chord. I hit that twice rather quickly, and then I do 2 9s on the 4th string. All together. Okay, then we work into this phrase. Because at the end of the day, we're working essentially with a B minor pentatonic if we're in standard tuning. So it's around that 7th and 10th fret area. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so we're coming in on the 2nd beat of this part, so we're going 1. So when we're coming in on that 2nd beat, I'm doing a bend on 9 of the 3rd string, and then I hit 7 of the 1st string, and then I want to do a pull off from 10 to 7 on the 2nd, so I go, then it goes. What I'm doing there is I'm hitting 10 of the 3rd string and jumping back down to 7 of the 2nd. So, and it goes. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a pull off from 10 to 9 to 7, and then I want to play just 9, 7 and pick both of these notes on the 3rd string. So coming in on the 2nd beat, then it goes. So at the end of that, I was going 9 to 7 on the 4th, and then 9 of the 5th, and then back down to 7 of the 4th string. And at the end of that, I want to slide into 9 of the 5th. Alright, so we're coming in on the 2nd beat. Alright, let's go from the start of the section a little slower. fourth section, I'm going to start from 19 of the first string, and we're going to go. Okay, so that's it, the idea a little bit slower. I'm doing 6 notes on 19, and then I go 19, 20, 19, back to 17. So I do the group of 6 and then that. Okay, then I go back to 19 and do 2 quick notes, and then that other little phrase again. And then I repeat that idea, so I do another 2 notes, and then the 19, 20, 19, 17 again. Let's try this from the start a little slower. Okay, then after that I hit 19 2 more times again, but this time I'm going to go 19, 22, 19, 17. So we're going to go. Okay, and then I hit 19 2 more times, and then it goes into this phrase. So what I'm doing here, I'm going 20, 19, 17 on the first, and then I go 20 of the second, 17 of the first to 20 of the second, back to back. Okay, and then after that I go 17, 20, 17, 20 on the second string. Sorry. And the last bit goes. So I'm going from 17 of the second string to 19 of the third, and I do that twice. Just the second 19 I hit, I do a bend on it. So it'll go. Alright, let's try the whole thing from the start. Okay, now we're going to get to the tricky tap part to finish it off. I'll play it for you slowly and then we'll speed it up. Alright, so we're going to start from 7 at the 5th string. I'm going to go 7, 9, 10, and then tap 12. And I'll do that tap and then reverse it. And then I just want to, after I've pulled it back all the way to 7, I want to do a quick hammer on to 9 and 10 again. So it's going to go. Okay. Now the shapes and the frets are a little bit different, but the idea is essentially the same when I bring it over to the 4th string. I'm going 9, 10, 12, and then tapping 14. I'm going forwards and back and then hitting the pinky again. So I'm going 9, 10, 12, 14, 12, 10, 9, and then 10, 12 again. Okay, the next one just goes straight up, so I've got a straight ascent here. I'm going 11, 12, 14, 16. Okay, and then I jump across to the 2nd string now, and I'm going 13, 15, 17, tapping 19, and then I reverse it, and then I want to hammer back in. So I'll go from the 19 tap, 17, 15, 13, and then hammer 15, 17 again. So all together. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll do it one more time a little slower. Sorry about that, and then we go to this. So what I'm doing here is just going forwards and back twice. I'm going 15, 17, 19, tapping 20, and then reversing it. And then just sort of hammering back forwards again. So I want to do the whole thing forwards and back twice. Okay? And then when I get to the 2nd string, I'm tapping 20 and going 19, 17, 15. So I go. And then after that, I do 2 taps on 19 of the 3rd string, and I want to pull off 17, 16, 14. Okay, after that I'm tapping 19 of the 4th string only once, and then reversing 17, 16, 14. So it's nearly the same thing twice, it's just that we've got the 2 taps on the 4th string. And then after that, I'm just doing a big bend on 17 of the 2nd string up, and then bring it back again. So all together from the start of that section. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll catch you real soon.